Lesson 2. Rock and roll. Musical instruments. Sentence structure.
Welcome. Today we're going to review sentence structure and pronouns. Before we can start this lesson, we need to learn some new vocabulary. Have a drum. A drum is a musical instrument that you hit with your hand or a stick. The stick is called a drumstick. An electric guitar. An electric guitar is a musical instrument that you play with your fingers or with a pick. It is usually connected to an amplifier to make loud music, and it has 6 strings. An acoustic guitar. An acoustic guitar is like an electric guitar, except its sound is softer. It does not have its sound made louder electronically. A bass guitar. A bass guitar is a musical instrument with 4 strings, and it is used to play low notes. A tambourine. A tambourine. A tambourine is a circular musical instrument with small pieces of metal around its edge that make a sound when you shake it, like that. An organ. An organ is a large musical instrument with 1 or more keyboards. We have a band. A band is a group of musicians who play popular music. The main singer in a band is called the lead singer or lead vocalist. And one more, down here, a microphone. A microphone is a piece of equipment that you speak into to make your voice louder. So we have here a drum, an electric guitar, an acoustic guitar, a bass guitar, a tambourine, an organ, a band, and a microphone. Well, today we're going to review again, and let's begin. Let's review sentence structure again. Most sentences have a subject, a verb, and an object. So let's put them on the board. Subject plus verb plus object. For example, let's put a sentence on the board. The singer was drinking a beer, and the man played his new guitar last night. Let's use Madonna. Madonna is our subject. Madonna is making a new album. Object, a new album. And finally, you two will play a new song. Let's look at the subjects. In the first sentence, singer is the subject. In the second sentence, man is the subject. In the third sentence, Madonna is the subject. And in the fourth sentence, you too is the subject. Now let's look at the verbs. In the first sentence, the singer was drinking is the verb, past continuous. The second sentence, the man played his new guitar last night, past simple. In the third sentence we have is making, present continuous. And the final sentence, will play, future tense. Now let's look at the objects. In the first sentence, the singer was drinking a beer is the direct object. In the second sentence, the man played his new guitar is the direct object. The third sentence, Madonna is making a new album. And the last sentence, you two will play a new song is the object. Let's look at them in a different way. The singer, subject, was drinking, verb, a beer. The singer was drinking a beer. The man, subject, played, verb, his new guitar, object, last night. The man played his new guitar last night. Madonna, subject, is making, that's the verb, is making a new album, object. Madonna is making a new album. And you two, subject, will play, verb, a new song, object. You two will play a new song. Well, let's practice these now. And these should be very easy for you, my assistants. Okay, we need a sentence. The drummer broke the drumstick. The drummer broke the drumstick. Rosa, what's the subject?
That's easy. The drummer.
Good. We'll put subject. Monica, what's the verb?
Broke is the verb. Simple
Broke
past tense is
is
used.
the verb. Yes. And finally, Lewis, how about the object?
The object is drumstick.
Excellent. Okay, now let's do another one. The band doesn't have an organist. The band doesn't have an organist. Rosa, what's the subject?
It's band.
Good. Lewis, what's the verb?
Doesn't have.
Doesn't have. And Monica, what's the object?
Organist.
Organist. Excellent. Organist. Person who plays the organ. Very good. I think you know this pretty well. Now let's look and listen.
Look and listen.
The band doesn't have an organist. The guitarist needs a new pick. Larry bought a new tambourine. That Gibson is a beautiful guitar.
Read and repeat.
Well, many sentences can also have indirect objects. These objects refer to things or people that benefit from an action. They can come after the verb or they can follow a preposition at the end of a sentence. Let's look at some. He sang a song to me. She played the guitar for him. And the lead singer gave Jean an autograph. In the first sentence, me is the indirect object. Indirect object. We have he, subject, sang, verb, song, direct object, to me, indirect object. The second sentence, the indirect object is him. She played the guitar for him. In the third sentence, the indirect object is an autograph. The lead singer gave Jean an autograph. Sentences can also have complements. These usually come after a verb. These words give us information about the subject. A complement is often used with the verbs be, seem, or look. So let's have a look at some of these now. Complements. Complements. The lead vocalist is Irish. The drummer seems angry. The lead vocalist is Irish and the drummer seems angry. In the first sentence, Irish is the complement. It tells us about the lead vocalist. And the second sentence, angry, is the complement. It tells us or it describes the drummer. You can see that in these sentences a complement can be an adjective. It can also be a noun. Well, let's practice these now. Look at this picture and give me a sentence using the complement. Monica, you can go first.
Okay. The guitarist is handsome. Handsome is a compliment.
Great. Okay, Lewis, you're next.
I think the electric guitar is expensive. Expensive is the compliment.
Good. And Rosa?
The lead singer seems angry. Angry is the compliment.
Okay, very good and excellent work, everybody. Now let's look and listen.
Look and listen.
The lead vocalist is Italian. He is very sexy. The organist is American. He is very tall.
Read and repeat. Adjectives.
Now we can talk about adjectives. He is the best guitarist in the band. The man played a red organ. The curly-haired singer had a great voice. And the last one, Fred is a terrible drummer. He is the best guitarist in the band. The man played a red organ. The curly-haired singer had a great voice. Fred is a terrible drummer. In the first sentence, best is the adjective. In the second sentence, red is the adjective. In the third sentence, curly-haired is the adjective. And finally, in the fourth sentence, terrible is the adjective. So adjectives are words that give us more information about a noun or a pronoun. They can be used before or after the noun. Adjectives can be made comparative. Good becomes better. Nice becomes nicer. And young becomes younger. Adjectives can also be made superlative. Good, better, best. Nice, nicer, nicest. And young, younger, youngest. When we use a string of adjectives, there is an order. This is the order. We say size, color, origin, where something is from, material, purpose, why we use it, and finally, noun. So, for example, we could say the small, that's the size, the small, purple, German, wooden, bass guitar, was on the table. Let's practice. Okay, let's use adjectives in sentences. Monica, what do you think of Mick Jagger?
I think he's an ugly man. He writes great songs. He's very famous.
Lewis, do you like the Spice Girls?
No, I don't. Their music is silly. I love heavy metal. Metallica is the best band in the world.
And the loudest. Okay, now it's time for our great look and listen.
Look and listen.
The Beatles had long hair. Mary's favorite band is Led Zeppelin. They aren't using a new microphone. The French group was playing romantic music.
Read and repeat. Adverbs.
And now it's time to review adverbs. The guitarist played quickly. Marie always listens to Chuck Berry. I am going to buy a tambourine tomorrow. And he plays the drums well. In the first sentence, quickly is the adverb. In the second sentence, always is the adverb. In the third sentence, tomorrow is the adverb. And in the fourth sentence, well is the adverb. Adverbs are words or groups of words that describes or adds to the meaning of the verb. Now, an adjective or another adverb. They can be of time, early, late, yesterday. They can be of manner, well or quickly. They can be of place, for example, upstairs, downstairs. And they can be of frequency, always, often, sometimes, rarely. Adverbs often appear at the end of sentences. We see quickly, tomorrow, well, but they can sometimes be used at the beginning or in the middle. Here we have Marie always listens to Chuck Berry. Never can only be used in the middle of a sentence. Okay, so now let's talk about adverbs. Rosa, are you going to the rock concert?
Maybe I might go to the one tomorrow. I don't want to be late home.
Okay, good. Lewis, what about you?
Yes, I will go to Ben Skitter's place quickly but carefully.
I agree. Are you going, Monica?
No, I must go to bed early. I never go to concerts. They give me a headache.
I'm sorry. Thank you, everybody. Once again, it's time to look and listen.
Look and listen.
The band walked slowly to the stage. The famous organist died yesterday. The drummer plays well. The bass guitarist just ran upstairs.
Read and repeat. Prepositions.
Okay, so now let's review prepositions. The band played on the stage. The guitarist put the pick in his pocket. The concert will start at 8 o'clock. And the lead singer held his tambourine above his head. Let's have a look at these sentences. In the first sentence, the band played on the stage. On is the preposition. The second sentence, the guitarist put the pick in his pocket. In is the preposition. The concert will start at 8 o'clock. At is the preposition. And the lead singer held his tambourine above his head. Above is the preposition. A preposition is a word which is used to show the way in which other words are connected. A preposition usually comes before a noun or a pronoun. Before the stage, before pocket, before his pronoun, his head. It can also come at the end of a clause in certain structures. For example, it's not something I am interested in, with the preposition here at the end. Now, some words can only be followed by certain prepositions. Let's get some space. I need to take this off. Okay, some words only used with certain prepositions. For example, the guitarist was kind to his friends. And she is good at singing. What this means is kind. When we use something was kind to, we always use to with this verb. The guitarist was kind to, not kind at or kind for, always kind to. And she is good at singing. She can sing well. She is good at singing, not good to singing or good for singing, always good at singing. Well, let's look at prepositions. Rosa, where is the concert tonight?
It's at the park in front of the fountain.
Good answer, Lewis. Who is your favorite musician?
Eric Clapton is my favorite musician. I have all the CDs in my collection. I keep them under my bed.
That's an interesting place to keep your CDs. Monica, are you interested in Alanis Morissette?
I don't know her well. I think she's from Canada. My brother has her CD in his car and he listens to it when he's with his girlfriend.
I hope his music is romantic. Okay, now again it's time to look and listen.
Look and listen.
The singer jumped off the stage into the crowd. The microphone was in its holder. Carl loves to listen to rock music on his CD player. The teens left for the concert at 12 o'clock.
Read and repeat. Conjunctions.
Okay, now let's review conjunctions. The girl plays bass and the man plays electric guitar. The second sentence, the amplifier broke, so we cancelled the show. Third sentence, he can't play guitar, but his sister can. And the last sentence, she hates rock music because she says it has no melody. In the first sentence, and is the conjunction. And in the second sentence, so is the conjunction. In the third sentence, but is the conjunction. And in the final sentence, the conjunction is because. Conjunctions are words that connect sentences, clauses, or phrases. A clause is a group of words that has a subject and a verb. So we have, it should be the girl. The girl plays bass. That's a clause. And then we have the man plays electric guitar. The girl plays bass and the man plays electric guitar. Here is one clause. Here is another clause, and connects them. Okay, let's put another one on the board. Rita loves rock music, but her father hates it. We can see here, but is joining two clauses. We can use only one conjunction